Hey, I'm waiting for my Facebook Live over here. Good morning. This is Ginny with LearnWithGinny.com. And today's topic is swiper no swiping. What we have here is a failure to be creative. So if you're live on Facebook over here, make sure you chime in, say hi, tell me where you're from, and let me know you can hear me. It looks like I have a lagging connection over here, so if you can't hear me, even if you're seeing this later, comment and I'll be sure to include this video that I'm recording over on Facebook for you. Or just go to the post because it will be included in there. And you'll want to go to the post anyway so that you can get your free training on my website. So I saw a post the other day, and pardon me if I glance down. I just like to stay on track a little bit so I'm not babbling on about nothing, because then I'm wasting your time and mine. But I saw a post the other day, and it was some dude. I follow a copywriter, and I love learning from these copywriters. They're so good at it. Anyway, I subscribe. Basically, you could do the same thing. You subscribe to their newsletters, you subscribe to their websites, whatever, get their free stuff, and then, read their emails every day, because they're really good at it, and entertaining too, not to mention. And you'll learn something, and you'll get something out of it. So anyway, my favorite that I follow around, Ben Settle. I saw this post the other day where this guy had completely tried to copy his style, his email, and it was pathetic, and it looks like I'm going to lose my connection over here on Facebook Live. I'm going to keep going. Okay. Oh, no, I'm still live. All right. Sorry. So it's like he's trying to be someone who he's not. And doing that does nothing for your brand, and it does nothing for your customers. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are going to be turned off by that and not buy from that person. The problem is, Kim Garst in her speech called it copyitis. It's copying other people. Now, when you're first getting started, I get it. You do follow people around and you kind of copy what they're doing, but make it your own. You don't have to copy word for word. And it's a problem when you're copying people. I'll give you another example, and this is just, with kids and friendship. My daughter so happened to come home the same day and say, "Mom, I was working on a paper on the computer, and I wrote my first sentence, and I looked at the girl's screen next to mine, and she had copied the exact whole sentence that I had written, word for word." And she's like, okay, whatever. But the girl kept going, she kept typing her own stuff after the first sentence. So then she's like, okay, well, I don't think that's okay. And then the next paragraph, she glanced over at the girl, and the girl had written something of her own. But then she looked at my daughter's screen and erased her sentence and put down her sentence. And Rachel's just like, what? Why are you copying me? She says, "Mom, it's so annoying." It is annoying. to have people copying you word for word. I'm going to lose my Facebook Live, I think. Yeah. Isn't technology fun? I don't know if they're going to get this whole video. I better copy it in there. So, speaking of copying, so copying your friends is a problem. And copying, hang on a second, it looks like I'm back over here. Sorry guys, I am totally cutting out today. So you'll definitely want to go see the whole video on my blog post. And it does say my connection is weak, so we're going to have an issue on Facebook today. Sorry. Anyway, I was talking about my daughter and how annoyed she was at this person who was copying her word for word. And it's be your own person. 3 reasons I'm going to give you, okay? And number 1, it's lazy. You know, you look like an idiot when you copy other people. And it's lazy. Do your own thing. Even if you use a swipe file, okay? Copywriters use swipe files. I have a swipe file. And it's full of other headlines that I liked that caught my eye, from magazines, from emails that I really liked from my favorite copywriters, or from just, bloggers too, but I don't copy them. I use them for inspiration. I might read them again and say to myself, how can I word what I want to say so that it catches my eye or catches your eye the way I want to, but I use it for inspiration. So it's lazy, not to create your own stuff. I know it takes time, and I know at first it's not easy. It's difficult, but you'll get better and better at it. I'm not saying I'm super good at it. I am a work in progress. This is Learn with Ginny, so you're here to learn with me. So, keep going. I read now this is an extra bonus for those of you that, don't watch the video, but for those that you do watch the video, anyway, I read in Ben's book last night some ways to practice copywriting, like the bullet points that you put in your sales letters. If you're sitting in the doctor's office or something, read an article and create some bullet points, and see how good you can get at making those bullet points stand out and be, catch your eye and like, oh, I want to buy whatever, but practice it, or practice your persuasion techniques on somebody that doesn't agree with you, and try to get them to do what you want them to do. So just things like that. Practice. Number 2 is it's illegal. It's plagiarism. So, you're going to get your butt in trouble if you're copying word for word from other people's stuff. Simple as that. And if you do have somebody copy you, then make sure that you get legal help, because, you have rights to your written word. And number 3, I'm not a lawyer, by the way, disclaimer, so, and I don't even play one. I'm just Ginny. So, I don't know the laws, but I do know that plagiarism is illegal. Number 3, it doesn't work in the long term because you are building your personal brand. And how can you possibly build your personal brand if you're trying to be somebody else? You're not going to be able to maintain it. Your voice is going to change, your voice naturally changes anyway, and what I mean by your voice is, I mean the voice that you develop and start to use in your writing. Because as you write, you're going to, learn how to talk again. It's so crazy because it's like you learn how you totally forget how to be you when you start in this business, but be you. You know, learn to find your voice and what you are passionate about and what you want to talk about. So if you're copying other people, that was my point. You can't maintain being another person. You have to be you. Okay? So I hope you got something out of this. Make sure you visit the blog post and go to the products page for your free training. And, you know, I also put a link in there for the first copywriting course that I took, and it's a really good one. It's just a really good one. Make sure you check it out. So, and my offer still stands, by the way. Comment if you want to have a chat and learn to do exactly what I do, you know, to get prospects to buy from you 70% of the time. Make it a great day, and I'll see you on Monday morning.